Hello guys, and welcome once again to my channel if you have been here, and if you haven't, it is so nice of you to pass by. I do hope that you subscribe to this channel and also turn on that little bell so that you get notified when I upload. Today I have for you a subtle glitter prom makeup look with 2 lip options, so if you want to see how I did this, just keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do as always is prime my eyelids with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. This is going to cover up any discoloration or imperfections that I may have on my eyes, and it's just going to give me a smooth base to begin with. Then I'm going to be setting that primer, and for that I'll be using Mirage from Makeup Geek. It is a light kind of satiny finish shade. It is gorgeous. It doesn't have any shimmer or sparkle, but it just looks very like luminous, I would say. Then I'm going to be taking the color Creme Brulee, and I'm going to be applying that all over my crease and also just a little bit into my outer corners. This is a soft taupey shade, kind of on the neutral side, and it doesn't have much color payout at all, not on my skin tone at least, but I just wanted to set like a neutral base before the color that I'll be applying next, which is on the warmer side. Then I'm taking the color Tan Lines, which is a beautiful, warm, very warm brown shade. It looks exactly like you got a tan, basically. The name is super accurate. And I'm taking that and applying that all over my crease and also into my outer corners, just like I did with Creme Brulee, but just lower and deeper into the eye. Next, I'm taking the shade Americano, and I'm applying that in the deepest part of my crease, but I'm doing something a little bit different this time. I'm starting by applying that from the outer corner lower lash line side. If that makes any sense, I'm sure you're watching and you get it more than I'm able to explain it, but I'm starting from the bottom. That sounded hilarious. I can't concentrate today. Anyway, I started at the very bottom outer corner, and then I went up into the crease as opposed to like going directly into the crease and then blending down. I just feel like that gave me a more seamless result. And then I'm taking the shimmery gold shade from Inglot. This is color number 7, I believe, and I'm applying that all over my lid. I wanted a kind of like a sparkly gold because originally I was going to do like a liner, like a glitter liner across the crease, but once I got started with that, I didn't really like the look on myself. I feel like on pictures it looks beautiful, but in person it's unrealistic for my type of eye because I don't really have like a defined crease. So I just ended up taking a very small brush and applying the most subtle amount of glitter right on top of that gold shimmer shade, and I think that it just looks very pretty and elegant and classy, as opposed to like, not that a lot of glitter is bad, I mean you guys know that I love glitter, but I feel like a little bit of understated glitter just looks so pretty, and I've never done this before, so I really wanted to do something just a little bit different, so that's what I ended up going with. And then I removed the glitter liner because it was just a bit harsh. Now moving on to the face, I'm starting by applying Bare Minerals Prime Time Matte Primer all over my face because it makes my foundation last longer and it makes everything look very nice and smooth. But then I took Benefit POREFESSIONAL and applied that just in the parts of my face where my pores are more pronounced. Then I'm taking for foundation, I'm using the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation, which I have been in love with. It just makes everything look completely flawless, and I think for an occasion like prom or a wedding or something bigger like that, even like graduation, I feel like this is a really good foundation that's going to last all day and it's going to look beautiful on pictures and in person as well. And I am blending that out with this brush by Tarte, which was limited edition, so it's no longer available, but if you use any buffing brush you should be fine. I always recommend the Morphe M439. It acts just like this one, it's just bigger, which is why I have been enjoying this one because I always do my brows first. So then I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape, which you guys know it is my favorite concealer ever in my entire life. I've never tried anything as good as this, but you guys know that. And I'm applying that on my under eyes and just a little bit in the center of my nose and forehead, just to balance everything out, even though my shade in this concealer is not as bright. It's like not much lighter than my foundation, it's just like a shade lighter, so it wouldn't really be a problem if I didn't apply it in the center of my face, but I don't know, it's habit, so I just always do it. And then I am blending that out with this sponge by Pure Cosmetics. Then I'm taking that same sponge and I am setting that concealer with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, which is my favorite under eye setting powder. If you are a little bit darker than me, you may want to use another powder, maybe like the RCMA powder. It has less flashback than this one. I have no problems because it's not that much more lighter than my skin tone, but if you are darker, then you may want to consider something else. You could also look into the new Laura Mercier translucent powder, which is for darker skin tones. I've heard that it's really good. And to set the rest of my face, I'm using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. And this foundation, if you have normal to dry skin, you probably don't need to set it, but I do have oily skin, so I just wanted to stay in place all day. Then I'm taking my Benefit HOOLA bronzer and I'm applying that in the most hollow part of my cheeks, and just basically, honestly, almost all over the place because it is a neutral bronzer. So if it was too cool, then I would have to apply it on the deepest part of my cheeks, and if it was warm, then I would apply it everywhere. But since it is neutral, then I can just get away with applying it everywhere. And then I'm taking from HOURGLASS this blush, and this one is in the color Mood Exposure, and I'm applying that in the apples of my cheeks. And I felt like since it's kind of like a plummy shade, it would go really well with the eyes and the lips. Then I'm taking Rodeo Dry. This is a highlighter by OFRA, which I have been loving lately, and I'm applying that in the highest part of my cheeks. And then I'm just shook at how intense that is. It is gorgeous. And then I also applied it right on the tip of my nose and then my Cupid's bow because it is prom, so I want to be extra. Now I'm just going back to finish off with the eyes, and I'm taking tan lines and applying that all over my lower lash line, and then I'm taking Americano and applying that with a smaller brush right on my lash line. I never used to do this, but I've learned that this is honestly what ties up the whole look together and just kind of sets it apart from normal makeup. Like, it looks like a little thing, but it makes such a big difference. Then I'm taking that Inglot shadow once again and applying that on my inner corners just to brighten up my eyes a little bit more. Now I'm just applying these lashes, and these are super intense. These are the 250 by Ardell, but these are the mega volume ones, so they have, I think, twice the volume or something like that. They are intense, let me tell you. And again, even though the eye look is pretty simple, these lashes just take it to a whole new level. And then finally for the eyes, I'm just applying some mascara, and this is the IT Cosmetics Tightline mascara. I love this one because it is the only one that doesn't run on my eyes, so I really trust it. And I'm just using that to kind of blend in my fake and natural lashes together. And now to finish off the entire look, I have two lip options for you guys. They're both by STILA because I'm loving these liquid lipsticks lately. The first one is going to be a nice nude peachy shade, and this one is Dolce by STILA. It also has just a little bit of shimmer, so it's very pretty. And then the second one is going to be Note, which is a dark burgundy shade if you want to be a little bit more extra and more sexy and dramatic. So that's going to be it for this look. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. And thank you so much for watching. Bye. Come close.